Good morning, it's Daniel at Safeway Car Sales. Just send you a video of the BMW 320i that you've inquired about. This will be a very detailed walk around video showing you any little marks, imperfections or anything that we find on this car. We will be very critical of the car as we go around, so obviously it's just so we're not seeing you drive all that way down here and being disappointed, but it is a lovely vehicle, and as you see as I walk around, it genuinely has been well looked after. So I'll start at the front. So obviously any used vehicle will have some little chips on the front, but this is nothing that actually stands out on this one, which is quite nice to see. Some tiny little ones on the bumper, which you always get. Probably the biggest one's probably this one here. We will be able to touch that in a bit nicer than it's already been done, and just a couple of small ones just going across the front. But again, as you'll see from the video, there's nothing that's nasty on there at all. Round to the sides, you've asked about the alloy wheels. You see they're all fully refurbished in black, so there's no scuffs on any of those. Now these tyres, you'll see the tread depths on them are absolutely superb. I'll have to come round to the bottom here, showing on the fronts of 7.6, 7.3, 7.4, so that is pretty much a new tyre. Down the sides, really nice and straight, to be honest. No scratches or anything I can see on the near side door. I think the mark that Neil was referring to on the video, it has had just here, if I really zoom in there, you'll see that there is just a bit of chip on the sway line. Unfortunately there's nothing we'll be able to do with that. Again, we will try and touch it in just a little bit better than it has been done, but that is the biggest imperfection on the car. Little chip on the door handle. Those rear tyres, well, brakes look very nice and new on the back as well. On the back, so sorry, this so I've got 5.5, 4.8 and 4.9 across the rears, so again, very good tyre on there. No scuffs or anything on the top of the back bumper. This is just water just dribbling down, as you can see. There's no scuffs or chips or anything I can see on there. Tiny little chip just here. I'm really zooming in on that. If I kind of stand back, I can't see it at all. No scuffs on the actual lid itself. All good around the petrol flap area. Again, just mentioned, just to recap, that all the wheels are newly refurbished, looking in great condition, so you'd expect. Back tyre at 5.4, 6.1, 6.7, so it's actually 6.9, sorry, my apologies, 6.9, 6.6 and 6.3. I just wasn't pushing the treading quite far enough. Tiny little parking dent just here. I'm not sure if that's going to show. If I move the video side to side, you'll see it. It is very slight. There you go. If I get just the angle there where the sun catches it, you can just see a little parking dent on the top of the door. But all the rest of the door is nice and clean. All clean around the driver's door. No scuffs on the mirror caps. Roof is all good. Screen is all good. Front wing is all good. And again, front tyre, probably don't need to check these now to be fair, but that one is showing 8.8. Oh, sorry, my apologies. 6.6, 6.5. and 6.7. So as I say, that was a very critical look around the outsides of it. So just to recap, some very small stone chips across the front, nothing I'd probably say it's one of the better one of these. You usually find quite a lot of chips on them. This is just a few little ones. All the wheels all around are good. The tyres all around are nearly new. Looking down the sides, just on the rear door, just on the sway line, there's that little chip. And on the driver's side rear door, there's a little parking dent. You'll probably be able to get a dent man to remove that for very little money, to be fair. Just coming onto the insides of the car, just one of the other high damage area. Usually find that you've got quite a lot of wear here, and obviously there isn't on this one, which is good to see. Just on service history, this car has the service history on the iDrive. If you see flickering on the video on the iDrive, it just sometimes does that, unfortunately. Obviously the iDrive isn't flickering here. So servicing at 2017 at 17,313, 18 at 26, 18 at 32, 19 at 35, 21 at 53. You will notice a lot of gaps on service history on cars on 2020 because unfortunately you couldn't get them serviced due to COVID. And then 2022 at 71, so really nice service history on there. And to be fair, if you marry the mileages up on all those, you'll see that it's actually all married up there. The last service is this one here: engine oil, vehicle check, micro filter, air cleaner and spark plugs. So proper service done on there. One before was brake pads, rear brake pads, brake fluid and a vehicle check. So again, very nicely maintained vehicle. 19 oils, filters, plugs. So it's really been looked after, looking through that history, which is great to see on one of these. And just around the rest of the interior, as you can imagine, all very nice. So you can genuinely just tell it's been a looked after car just walking around it. So thank you again, and I will speak to you soon to answer the other questions that you had. Cheers.